Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode. Who's that anime here? Steve and Colin. Oh wow! Good start to the new year.
That's who we are. Wait, is this the new year? Does this episode go out in the new year?
Yeah.
I don't think it does, Colin.
It's close enough.
Oh, it does. It does on the free feed. It doesn't on Patreon.
Well, you're special Patreon. You get to see the
Ooh.
future.
You are coming in loud, sir.
I am loud now.
What is your recording level at?
It's at a level.
Is it 0%? Because mine says 0%, even though I'm recording. So,
it's yeah, 0%, I suppose.
yeah, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Okay,
Right,
okay,
we're
okay.
good.
Just let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Gonna. Okay. Hi.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Welcome to the year of less bummers.
Yeah. New Year resolution, happy stuff.
Happy.
I don't know if this actually
I mean,
counts.
No, I think it does. It's more than happy. So you suggested this to me,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, sure, this looks suitably mad, and it is.
Yeah.
It's completely bonkers.
And what we're talking about?
We're talking about Excel Saga.
That's right. Excel Saga.
Which is a character's name.
Yeah. It's Excel is the character's name.
Yeah. And she constantly talks about Excel Saga.
Does.
I think in every episode I've watched so far, she said, "Is this the end of Excel Saga?"
Possibly. Have you been watching the dub or the sub?
The dub, it's great.
Oh no. I watched it with the sub.
Oh man, the dub is wild.
I couldn't bear it. I couldn't bear the dub.
Okay, so
she was so annoying.
You've watched this before?
Yes, many years ago.
Right. Okay, so
in my youth.
let's talk about this then. I think I've never seen this, so I'll try and explain to you what I think is happening.
Okay.
I don't know who she is. But she's got a master who's called Ilpalazzo.
Yeah.
And he's sent her on a mission to kill people, to kill manga artists.
In this episode, yes.
Yeah. But it seems like I don't know, she seems to be doing his bidding.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is it. Yeah, I guess like we're talking about episodes 1 and 2 today. Episode 1, the Koshi Rikdo Assassination Plot, was the manga artist.
Yeah, the author of Excel Saga, no less.
And he keeps at the start of every episode, the author gives them permission to do the thing they're about to do, which is basically, I think, a different spoof of a different genre in every episode.
So far, yes.
Okay, right. So that's what's happening. Okay.
Yeah. I think the first episode is essentially I give you complete control of the anime. So there's no like
yes, there's no subplot in terms of like genre. It's this episode. Yeah. Okay. So he's like, "Hey, go kill this guy," and she's like, "Cool, I'll do that." But then decides, like, has a kind of crisis of consciousness and is like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that." And then the universe, like a galaxy with arms, is there and doesn't let it Colin, I don't know what's going on.
I'm loving the confusion in your face.
The intro to this show is her and this other girl who we haven't seen yet dancing and singing in different scenarios, but the other person is maybe dying, like they're coughing up blood and like not well throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, she's chronically ill in some form.
Okay. She does eventually stab the guy?
Yeah, that's why the galaxy come in and goes, yeah, don't kill the original author.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad.
It's the Macrocosm is what it's called.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what any of this is about.
So Excel is part of this organization called Across, who sees the world as corrupt, apparently.
Yeah, okay.
And
I
therefore,
get that.
Lord Ilpalazzo.
Yeah, Ilpalazzo, although I'm going to call him Lollapalooza a lot, so...
That's fine. It fits in with the anime. And he... yeah, so he's kind of the boss, and she's basically, like, devoted to his cause, because she's partly in love with him.
Yes, she's obsessed with him.
And he just finds her quite annoying and stupid.
Yeah, he kills her a lot.
I killed her once.
No, at least 3 times.
At least 3 times? Alright.
So she gets hit by a car.
Yeah, so she
dies, and then goes up to the space place, wherever that conversation's happening.
Yeah. So it kind of starts,
and then
she graduates from school and dances out and goes, da da da, across, smack, hit by a car.
Dead. Oh yeah, she's like, I think she's gonna be okay. Her pulse is still going. She's like, tell him I loved him. And just dies in the ambulance.
And then everyone just watches her life flashes before her eyes because it's on the side of the wall.
Yeah, he goes, oh, your life's flashing before your eyes, and then turns around to look at it.
Yeah.
I think she goes up, and then he's like, so here's the thing, and she's like going, oh my god, and he just like pulls out a gun and shoots her in the forehead, and she dies.
Yeah.
And then it starts again, and he's like, okay, so listen this time. Yeah. She just kind of goes off on it again, and he just pulls out a rocket launcher and blasts her to smithereens. And I'm sure there's another death I'm not thinking of, because I feel like that cycle of like her getting killed and then it's showing that same outro shot of where they are keeps happening over and over and over until eventually he's like, okay, do you understand now?
Yeah, well, I think there's at least like 7 times it gets reset. She gets run over by a car. She gets shot in the head by him.
She does.
Off bazooka.
Yep.
And then she goes and kills the manga artist. And then
she does.
And then she resets it.
Yes.
Don't forget that her conscience, her good conscience, kills her evil conscience with the bullet of justice.
It does. She does have that argument with herself, which is deeply disturbing.
Which is great. Cause...
Yeah.
And then so it resets, and then she gets reset into like a construction worker.
Yeah, this is where she meets the Pedro guy.
Yeah, Pedro. She's like best buds with Pedro.
Because then she burns the place down.
Oh no. No, she gets really enthusiastic with her waving of her glowing stick for directing traffic.
Oh yeah, she does. It's cars this way.
Yeah. And then the foreman says, "Watch out for the 10-tonner," and then she gets run over that.
She does,
but she doesn't die because she's like, "I can't reset this this time. I gotta take the hit," and then sucks up all her blood that's lying on the road.
She does, like some sort of creature from a movie, just draw her blood back into her.
Yeah, and the foreman goes like, "Wow, you're some strong worker. I love it." And then she looks.
He is very into that.
And then she looks up at Pedro, who's crying, and she's then suddenly up on top of the iron girders.
She just gets places real fast.
Yeah, and then and they do fist bumps, and then she's like, "Oh, I miss my kid and my sexy wife."
That's right, his kid and his sexy wife.
Yeah, no name, sexy wife.
Sexy wife, yeah.
And then she beats him up and goes, "You just got to kind of work it, man. Work it for them." And it's like, "All right, cool. Yeah, you're right." And then he's all happy, and then the foreman gives him a raise. Don't tell Gomez though, or
Oh no, don't do that.
or something like that. And then she then gets energetically again, directs traffic, and causes everyone to crash, which then causes a massive explosion,
fire,
and destroys the building.
He's stuck.
Mm-hmm. Because he goes back for the picture of his son.
Yes.
Uh,
she doesn't go in to get him though.
No, she hesitates, and her good conscience says, "You should be going to do that," and then gets arrested by the conscience police. Says he killed the evil conscience. You're coming with us. It's like, all right.
And then she goes to kill the guy again.
Yeah, it kind of ends on that.
The artist. Yeah.
Well, she gets distracted by the dog, Munchie.
Oh, that dog, that poor dog.
Yeah, it's like, I have no energy, I have no food, and then sees the dog and is like, "Yep, emergency rations."
Not the first time, not the only time she'll do that.
Oh no, that does all the way through the whole anime. That's emergency rations.
Oh god.
Yeah, and she goes to kill the artist. That's essentially her arc, but it introduces other characters like her next door neighbors.
Oh yes, the two guys.
Yep. And the Athro man who's running away from people in this one.
Oh, he's back in other ways. He gets a name later on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the end of the episode. She goes kills.
I feel like everything and nothing happened.
Oh, 100%. Everything. Nothing happened.
Okay. What do you rate this episode, Colin?
Fun.
Yeah, this is like a fun out of 10. a 2.
A 2. That's fun. It's just like brain rot.
Yeah, it's a little bit like trying to have a conversation with one of the kids from Gen Alpha. It's just like a lot of stuff going on, and I'm like,
yeah. What?
I know I'm like saying a lot. Like I think this is great. Like it's bizarre, but it's great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like an 8.
Yeah, it's certainly it's high. It's just mad shit, man. It's like a whole episode of Teen Titans Go.
Yes,
makes less sense.
It is a little bit like they distilled like they had a distilled version of this and then like diluted it to make Teen Titans Go, where it was like slightly less insane.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, an 8, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'll be about the same.
Okay. Not that this is going to make any more sense, but we're going to talk about episode 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
The Woman from Mars. So this one's like a parody of sci-fi stuff?
Yeah. Basically, I think what's his name? The author, Koshi
Rikdo.
Yeah, Koshi Rikdo gives authorization to make Excel Saga into a sci-fi drama.
Yeah, using the Star Wars intro text.
Yeah, it's not the last time they referenced Star Wars.
No. No. This episode is less clear. Less clear than the previous.
Yeah. Well, this is the one I watched. This is the one I watched in the dub format.
It's incredible. It is just incredible.
Yeah.
Where to start? So Like, there's these little guys going, pew, 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 round in circles of like a princess and a coffin, a space coffin, and then there's like a space butler with two-tone hair, and I say it like that not because they call him Space Butler, which is his name, but because I looked at him and went, why is there a Space Butler? Immediately. I'd already named him.
Oh, there you go. It talks to your heart, man.
Yeah, I got it straight away. So yeah, they just kind of go pew choo pew choo like for a bit, and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. And then one of them tried to like explain something to the other ones, and they were like, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think it did. And then man, I'm struggling with this. I don't like, I'm actually looking at the episode synopsis to try and understand how the order of this went, because
it starts with Excel explaining to people, because they're like, yeah, we're sorry about the episode. Prior didn't really make much sense. I'm Excel. This is Epo. These guys, and then kind of talks to people who were in it. It's like, oh, you have like these guys. I don't really know who they are. This guy, I don't know who this guy. Mysterious guy with a mustache. They'll appear in this episode.
She's not helping.
Oh,
she's making things worse.
That's the whole point of Excel.
I
don't think she ever helps.
It's like so.
And then she floats in space to see the spaceship.
She does. There is a period of time where she's in space, and then she's like in the street, in the flooded streets, just walking about for some reason.
Oh.
And
yeah, so she comes back down, and she's like, "Oh, I had this vivid dream. What am I doing? Oh, my body's like, also realized I'm hungry and started to try to cook the dog. It's like, I ain't going to that dog here for emergency uses only."
She does say that. She holds it up and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm not going to eat you right now."
Yeah. Pretty much. And then it also gets a bit scared and a bit of ruckus, and next door neighbors complain about them.
Yes. Which won't be the last time.
Yeah. And then she leaves.
But she ends up walking through the flooded street for some reason.
Oh, no, she didn't walk through. It's like, she leaves and goes, "Oh, didn't look like it's going to be wet. Great. What did Lord Evil say?" And then they had like a weather forecast, and it says it's going to be sunny. And then she appears in the underground lair, and Lord Evil's there at his throne up above and saying, "This appears to be a massive oversight in my part of building an underground lair as it's flooding with all the water." And she's just kind of standing there in a ring, floating in the water.
But did she karate chops one of the little guys? The Puchuus.
Yeah. So I think she's out in the street at that point.
Yeah, but it's flooded and it like floats up to her and just says Puchuu. And she goes, "Ha ha!" And just karate chops it across the face and then it drowns.
Yeah. But I think Lord Epo is basically telling her the new quest to do. And then she gets a phone call saying, "Oh, aliens are coming, hey? And they're going to do the whole world. Those stupid aliens. Wahaha.
Yep.
I don't care." Click. And there's like, "It's not the reason I phoned you." And hangs up on him. And then XL kind of drowns, and he's like, "Oh, she just couldn't wait." And then she's up in the ground doing her newspaper round. That's her part-time job this time.
That's her part. Yeah, I have my part. I have to go and do my job.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much about this, and also I think her job is different because she.
Yeah.
So
she keeps getting fired. She can't hold down a job.
I mean, yeah, obviously. But yeah, she like karate chops that little dude and then some other crazy stuff happens, and I'm really not sure what it is in between. But then, like a weird silver megaphone gun lands next to her, and she's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 this is some sort of gun thing, obviously."
Yeah.
And then she fires it, and like a little pink cloud comes out, and she's like, "Well, that was anticlimactic. Why are you so anticlimactic?"
Yep. Then it speaks to her.
It does start talking to her.
And then she shoots out the way.
She does, and then she sees the mothership coming into to the atmosphere and above the city, and at that point, she then gets into the ship.
Yeah. So basically, those aliens are come down to invade Earth.
Yes.
And the war dance was around the coffin.
Yes, because the princess is in that. Is what the space butler says. Because he wants to protect the princess, and they don't. I don't think they care about the princess. They're like guarding her or something.
Yeah, and they're too cute for him to intervene.
Yeah, every time he looks at them, he just cries.
Yeah, so cute. And then,
the next time we see Excel, like obviously the ship is like something's happening and like it's going whoop, whoop, like, and like stuff's falling all over the place and they're like taking evasive action and he's like, I need to make a move and get the coffin out of here, and then we cut to her and she's like just going ha, 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 just like shooting the laser gun through the roof, and there's like those little Puchuus are running all over the place panicking, and man, like what?
Yeah, I don't know. She's managed to, because they kind of were evacuating, and she jumps into the shuttlecraft and to go back up to the ship, and that's how she gets up there.
Yes, that's what it is.
And she's just like so cute, smack, trying to shots them all.
Yeah.
But
every time I see her in a different place, I've already forgotten how she got there. she's just there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot.
And the Afro guy, Nabeshin. Nabeshin. He's kind of at the start goes, I sense the space butler is close. My old master.
And then we get like they catch up and he's like, oh, you're here. Yes. It'll be like old times. And then like we get a bit where he's like, they're running away with the space coffin through the corridor. He's like, you know what? You go. I'm going to stay. He's like, Space Butler, you can't do this. He's like, no, it's fine. I've got this. You get out of here. Yeah. It's like, what is happening? And then he looks down and he's like bleeding. He's like, we had such good times. And then they have like memories of them just pissed into a river and...
Yeah, so free.
Colin, what is this?
It's just madness.
I feel every moment of this was like a slower, like just more hectic mental breakdown. And I just
that's what it is. It's just
it's
simulating a mental breakdown.
Oh, it's so much to take in.
Yeah.
And then
so he's bleeding and he looks at his wound, but he goes like,
yeah,
how did I get there? Because he didn't get hurt.
There's no reason for it to be there.
And Excel says something because she basically beats one of them up, and then they get the big thick eyebrows and ugly face. It's like, oh, how can we be so captivated by that? So ugly.
And then they blow up the ship.
Oh yeah, yeah. He blows up the ship.
Yep.
And it says Afro guy in the coffin flying. Excel with the dog strapped to her head, by the way.
Yeah,
because
the dog is there.
The next door neighbor let it out of the house because it was like, I'm going to get out of here. I want to get out. I want to escape. And it's like, what's that noise? He opens the door, lets the dog out. He's like, oh yeah, thank you. And then he jumps in off the balcony of the apartment. And then the guy goes, holy shit, that's a lot. We're flooded. When that happen? And then the dog just floats away. Well, you assume the dog floats away because you just see the neighbor's eyes follow what?
Just go.
Yeah. And that's when it floats by Excel in the back, and they're like, uh-oh.
The space coffin somehow ends up in Lillipalooza's lair, where it gets opened.
Yeah, it bumps into a rock and opens.
Yeah, and it's like, she's called, what's her name? Hyatt? Is that her name?
Hyatt, yeah.
Yeah. So she's in there. And she can't stand up.
Yeah. It's like Eden Nepal's like, no, HR sent me a new recruit.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. It's someone that might actually be able to do the job. Because the other one, oh boy.
Did he not ask Excel about some rocker, a failed rocker, to be things like, nah, he's too, and then she's like, she's too past it. It's okay, that's failed.
That does sound familiar. There's so much happens.
He does it in one episode anyway. Yeah, and then I think Excel gets captured because she lands in a jungle somewhere.
Yeah, she ends up being a prisoner of war.
Yeah,
and
that leads into the next episode.
Yeah, that's the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Steve's brain switched off.
Yeah, how do you rate this episode?
It was it's got all the sci-fi tropes.
Yeah, it does pretty well.
But it's just batshit insane, like always.
It's just incomprehensible.
Yeah. Oh, you rate the first one 8.
Yeah.
I'll go 7 on this one.
I think this one's a 9. Like, none of this makes sense, and this is better. This is better nonsense. I don't know.
And that's in the highs.
I don't know anymore. Like, I just the whole space butler Nabeshin bit is just insane. The Puchuu Empire and all that. It's just so much to deal with. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. We're peaking.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah, we're done here. You've been listening to Who's That Anime, a podcast about anime. Our home is at anchor.fm/Who's That Anime. And we can be found where all good podcasts can be found. If you like what we do, you can leave us a review, maybe explain to us what this is. And you can also tell a friend if you like what it is we do, or if you want to support us financially, that's at patreon.com/Who's That Anime, where you can become a patron and get early access to episodes of this podcast and our other podcast, 5 Minute Fusion, where we're doing 5-minute episodes around every episode of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and beyond. We're currently on Dragon Ball Z, or we will be now at this point.
Yep.
We have a facebook.com/Who's That Anime Facebook page. You can go there, join in the conversation. We post latest episode releases and some anime memes sometimes, and there's a link to the Discord channel in the show notes, and we have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Who's That Anime, where Colin painstakingly puts together the video versions of this episode, where you can truly see my confusion for what's going on. I'd probably recommend that for this.
Yep.
Yeah. We also have the podcast RSS feeds for both this and 5 Minute Fusions in there, so if you like to listen to podcasts on YouTube, you can do that. Colin and I also like to play video games sometimes on twitch.tv. Colin at twitch.tv/couchfuel, and myself at twitch.tv/hailpayman. And yeah, you can find the archives of that at youtube.com by searching for @couchfuel or @hailpayman. That is the most confused I've been saying those last words.
Yeah. Excel is certainly taking a toll, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be back next time to talk about Excel Saga some more.
Yeah. More Excel Saga.
More.
Oh.
Bye.
Yeah. See you next time.
Yeah. Bye, folks.